The Civic Engagement team of the Department held a meeting regarding Thornton Hall site on the 29th of May as the Government had proposed its use as a refugee and asylum seeker accommodation centre. The National Lead on the Civic Engagement, Evelyn Byrne, briefed me, along with other members of the Oireachtas from North Dublin, Meath East region, at this meeting in May. At the time of our meeting, the Gardaí were completely unaware of the proposed repurposing of Thornton Hall. At this meeting, we were given assurances that this disastrous plan would be operating by the end of June. It is now July, and as we prepare to break for the summer recess, there is no clear plan in sight as to what will happen next. Thornton Hall has been designated as a site for a prison. Turning Thornton Hall into a tent city is a poorly planned emergency response to failed migration policy. In March, a press release stated that the Government agrees new comprehensive accommodation strategy for the international protection applicants. It outlines that the Government's plan will see a move away from full reliance on private providers and towards a core of state-owned accommodation. Is that a coded way of saying we're going to put people in tents until we can think of something better? It says clearly in this press release that the use of state land for prefabricated and modular units is a distinct part of the plan. Thornton Hall has clearly been considered for modular or tented accommodation for months now. The public is still none the wiser. Ms Byrne also added that approximately 6 sites across Ireland were being considered also for similar tent city arrangements. These proposals are horrific and inhumane. It is outrageous that a government is behaving in a secretive manner with respect to its national plans. The Thornton Hall tent site is a terrible idea. If it's designed to be a blueprint for a national solution to a migrant crisis, it is an abysmal failure. Many people have raised very pertinent and valid concerns about water. In a recent interview with Grip to Media, Councillor Gillian Toole added that a strategic housing development was refused there due to the lack of water infrastructure. Thornton Hall is also in the flight path, so there are serious concerns for sound pollution for any form of human habitation there. We've heard time and time again from the Government about international obligations and how communities have demonstrated great solidarity and welcome for those who come here seeking refuge. That is a very narrow view of the story in Ireland today. Towns have been destroyed, hotels in small towns in Ireland are akin to town halls, and so much more beyond that. This Government has no regard for the people of Ireland. They serve international pressures and forces instead of the electorate. I call on the Government, after the disastrous vote for the EU Migration Pact, to finally listen to the people of this country. The Irish people want sensible, reasonable border control. They want concrete plans and a functional visa programme and sensible humanitarian policies. We are almost certainly heading to a general election in the autumn. I urge candidates to talk less about international obligations and more talk about national obligations.